Hello guys, it's me, Daniel96 back here for another video, and today we'll be making our round 15 tips of the 2024 AFL season. So what a round it was. We actually did pretty well in this round. Good round of tipping. We got 5 out of 6 tips correct, and yeah, overall it was pretty good. Starting off with the first game, that Brisbane game was a really interesting game to watch. Then our only tip incorrect was the Bulldogs Fremantle game. It was 50-50, but Bulldogs, yeah, they look way too good. Hawthorn got it done as we thought, and Sydney got it done as we thought. They look really good. And then finally, Collingwood. I don't know how they almost messed that up, but they somehow got the win. And then GWS got the win against Port. So yeah, overall, not a bad round of tipping. We got what we needed, and I'd say that's pretty good. And you can check the margins, predicted margins versus actual, and yeah, also not too bad within that area. Some tips we got close, but some were a bit off. So yeah, overall I would say this round was a success. And yes, now we move on towards round 15. So here we are, round 15. We are getting closer towards the end of the season, and this is where the season starts to shape up here. This is our last round of buys, with Adelaide, Collingwood, Hawthorn, Richmond, St Kilda and Western Bulldogs having their bye. But yeah, let's get straight into the first game, and wow, this is going to be massive. It's between Carlton and Geelong, playing at the MCG on the Friday night game. And yeah, wow, this is going to be huge. Now, if I'm correct, Geelong had a bye last round, so they didn't play. And yeah, their last win was, I think, against Sydney, which they lost by 30. So after coming off that performance, they now head back to Melbourne, and they face Carlton, who had a bye, I think, as well. Yeah, their last game was against Essendon as well in 2 rounds ago, and they won that game pretty convincingly in the end. And yeah, this is going to be a huge game. The odds are leaning towards Carlton's way, but this is more like a 50-50. We don't know what both these teams are going to produce, and the last time they faced each other, Geelong won. But yeah, this is guaranteed to be a blockbuster match, and I think this will be the game of the round for sure. It's going to be packed house. But yeah, tipping this one is going to be hard. This is going to be really hard. And yeah, I'm just going to get things started right away. So yeah, I think Carlton will definitely be in this game for sure. And Geelong will as well. I think this will be a really close game. But I think for this first game, I am going to go for the upset tip in Geelong. I think they could get this done, get some confidence back again. They've done it before. They did it this season, and I think they can learn from that game and do it again in round 15. So yeah, I think Geelong will get the job done in a close one by 3 points, and I'm rating this game a 94. So heading to the Saturday games, and we have 3 of them, and each of them, very, very interesting. Let's start off with the first game, and yeah, this one, I think this one's massive. I think this one, in the context of the season, is massive. It's between Port Adelaide and Brisbane, playing in the Saturday afternoon slot at the Adelaide Oval, and this has a lot riding. Let's start with Port. Disappointing loss against GWS. They just never seem to kick accurately, and they never seem to produce as much score as they used to. Like last year. On the other hand, Brisbane had a really good game. They kicked I forgot how many goals, but it was a lot. They kicked 126 in total. And against the Saints, they also came back well, but too strong. And yeah, originally Port were favourites, but now it's the other way. And well, the percentage is still on Port, and yeah, this is why this is going to be interesting. And it just shows how tight the competition is. If Port had won against the Giants, they would have been sitting 2nd, and now they sit 7th. So yeah, it's really anyone's. And if Brisbane win this game, then they go straight to 8th, I think. No, not even 8th. I think they go... I think they do go 8th. This ladder is just complex. There's like a lot to think and consider, especially with the buys still. So yeah, they're back in Adelaide, at Adelaide Oval. Port desperately need to get a win. They last won a month ago, which was against North. So yeah, their season is now on the line and they are under big pressure. And as for the Lions, yeah, this is a big test for them. They can do it. They can definitely win. But I think for this tip, I've got to go for Port here. Yeah, I think they will get it back. And they will be wearing their retro Guernsey, so it might help them. It is the 20-year anniversary of their premiership, so I think for those reasons, it's going to be a big game for them and they want to perform. So I think they will get the job done by 14 points. And I'm rating this game a 90. Heading to the next game, and this game is going to be another massive game. We have got massive games this round, and yeah, I like that. It's between the Giants and the Swans for the Sydney Derby clash at Giant Stadium, or NG Stadium as it's called now. And wow, this one's perfectly set up. Yeah, as I said before, great win by the Giants against Port. It was definitely going their way. They had a slow start, and they were definitely inaccurate, but I mean, overall, it was a great win. And yeah, as for the Swans, I mean, massive win on the road in Adelaide, which is not easy to do. But yeah, they got it done in the end, and Amati kicked 9 goals. I mean, everything's going their way. And I think this will be a big challenge for Sydney because these games are always big. I think it's going to be full crowd, you would assume so. And yeah, both of these teams are doing pretty well so far this season. The GWS could be doing better. They did have some losses, but overall they haven't been bad. And Sydney look too strong. I mean, I don't know if they're going to lose at all this year after that. But I mean, they did lose against Richmond, but that was another game. So yeah, does the winning streak continue or does it break against the Giants? I could see both ways. I could see both teams winning this game, especially the significance of a Sydney derby. It's always massive to watch. But yeah, another massive game, but it's going to be hard to tip against the Swans, who are in great form at the moment. They sit top. They are 12 points clear with a super high percentage for this time of the season. They are just not going to be stopped, I reckon. They are surely minor premiers locked in. And yeah, I think they'll just continue their winning streak. I just can't see them losing. So yeah, I think they will get the win by 19 points. And yeah, I'm rating this game a 92. Now heading to the last Saturday night game. And yeah, this one is going to be an interesting watch, I reckon. This is, yeah, another interesting watch. It's between Melbourne and North Melbourne playing at the MCG on a Saturday night game. And yeah, this has a lot to offer. Starting with Melbourne, I mean, I can't remember, did they have a bye last round? Yeah, they did. So a lot of teams had their byes, but their last game was in the King's birthday match. And yeah, they were not good. And with Christian Petrarca having that injury, it's a massive blow to the team. He's definitely one of their best. And well, they are facing North, who had a great game last game. And yeah, it was unfortunate. I feel like they got robbed at the end. But I think that game just brings a lot of confidence in their team. I mean, they can produce these kinds of results. And yeah, this is just another test for them. Against Melbourne, this will be just an interesting one to watch. Melbourne have had their trouble, and yeah, they sit 11th. They want to rise up on the ladder, and yeah, their top 8 is at stake. That's just the most important part, their top 8 stake. But it's, yeah, massive game. Gonna be interesting to watch. This is a game I can't wait to watch. This is gonna be, yeah, just to see what it produces. But to put it simply, I think, yeah, just going straight off the bat, I think Melbourne will get the win. Against North, I think, yeah, it'll be more one-sided than we think in this game. So yeah, I'm predicting the margin to be 45 points, and I'm rating this game at 75. Now heading down to the Sunday games, and there is only 2 of them. The first game is between Essendon and West Coast, playing at Marvel Stadium on the Saturday afternoon game. And well, yeah, Essendon coming off a bye, now have a big chance against West Coast. I mean, this season has been great, and yeah, this is just a big opportunity for them to grab the win and yeah, go up higher into the ladder. I think if they win this one, they could sit second or third. Whereas West Coast, they didn't have the best away record. It's always hard for them, and as we know, they did lose against North in their last game, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, this definitely hasn't been good for them so far, and I don't know if Harley Reid is playing. I don't think he is, so it's going to be another big blow. But last year's game, I do remember it actually ended up being pretty close. It was only 5 points the margin, so yeah, anything can happen, as we know. We've seen it many times. But yeah, I think this is Essendon's to lose. Like, I mean, they just have to get this one, just get this win out of the way. Focus on the next games. They've got a tough schedule ahead, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens. But yeah, I think Essendon will get the win in this one. Very simple tip and a very quick tip. But yeah, I think they will get the job done by 56 points. And I'm rating this game a 66. Now we finally have a look at the last game, and this is a good way to end the round. Yeah, this is not a bad game to end the round. So yeah, it's between Fremantle and Gold Coast, playing at Optus Stadium on 3:30 or actually 2 p.m. local time. And yeah, let's start with Fremantle. I mean, they had a great win, a very great win against Melbourne, but then the reverse effect happened and they got smashed by the Bulldogs. So yeah, I'm calling Fremantle the most inconsistent team, the most random team. They can one day produce great, the other day they can just produce bad. And as for the Gold Coast, we know how their away record is. They have not won an away game, apart from games in Darwin and the Gold Coast. They haven't won. If this was a home game, I would easily tip Gold Coast, but considering that they are away, it's going to be a big challenge for them. But I do definitely see this game being closer than we think. I think this will be just an interesting contest overall. I think it will be low scoring, that's for sure. I don't know how the weather is going to be on this day, but I just feel like a low scoring game is going to be something that we'll see from this game. It's an important game for both sides. I mean, Gold Coast at 10th. If they get the win, they could potentially come into the 8th. And if Fremantle win, then they go up above. So basically, this game is all about the top 8. It's, yeah, whoever wins goes in for the time being. It's, yeah, a great way to end the round. This is definitely a must-watch. But yeah, this is a game that I don't expect to know what happens. Anything can happen. Fremantle might play superb. Fremantle might play bad, but still get the win. But yeah, I am going to predict that Fremantle get the win. That is going to be where my tip is going to go for the final game of round 15. I am predicting the margin to be 26 points, and I'm rating this game an 83. And just like that, that is my round 15 tips done and dusted. It's going to be a massive round of footy, especially the first couple games. We're definitely going to see the top 8 shape up, and yeah, it's going to be an ultimate test for some of these teams. It's going to be a massive round. The last round with buys, which means that we'll get a clearer idea of where every team sits. So I'll leave it here for today. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next time. Bye bye.